Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Naval Action Ask the Captain. So this is the 4th episode and I got a lot of questions last time, so I'm gonna go ahead and answer the questions. And that's why this is earlier than usual. If I get enough questions each week, like, I can easily make this a weekly thing, no problem. So let's go on to the questions. And remember, if you have any questions, if you ask it in this series, it'll not be answered before the next Ask the Captain session. And you can ask anything you want. Absolutely anything. I won't mind. Doesn't mean I'm gonna answer it, but you can ask anything. So anyways, on to the questions. First off, by Matt Banks. Why do the flags sometimes show up as red and blue instead of the national flag? Well, those would be the large and small events, which you can find under the mission tabs. Quick and easy. George A asks, I have a very serious question. Coke or Pepsi? And I'm gonna give a disappointing answer. I don't mind. I don't care. Either are good. I'm usually the guy that goes for the cheap budget or whatever it's called brand because I'm cheap. I don't have Coke, or well, cola would be the correct term, that often. So, I don't mind either way. But somehow, it's always when I ask for Coke, they don't have Coke. Somehow. But when I ask for Pepsi, they don't have Pepsi. Somehow that always happens. At restaurants. Oh well. Nothing I can do about that. Next up, Isogen asks, or says, hey man, I've been watching your videos for the past 2 weeks and I'm thinking about picking up this game. I'm currently picking World of Warships and like it, but wanted to play some older tech ships. My question is, how long is a round game? Looking online, looks like the average battle easily 30 minutes plus, which is a bit of an issue for me since I don't have much continuous time during play, especially during the week. So I'm hesitant to buy this right now. And you shouldn't, since when you play this, it's a time commitment. Like, you can do a mission within half an hour. But if you want to do PvP, we're talking about a couple of hours minimum. If we're talking about playing with group, it's a couple of hours. Port battles is easily 4 hours. Or can easily turn into 4 hours. Well, 3 hours. So if you're looking for an arena game, Naval Action obviously isn't this because of the open world and all that. And the long playtime. Since a match, in PvP match, can easily last 1 hour and a half. So, unless you have a proper time where you can play it for a significant amount of time, you should stay away from this game. It's a sad truth, but I'm happy this isn't just an arena game. It's so much better how it is now, in my opinion. Originally, as far as I gathered, it was supposed to just be an arena, but they changed it later on. So next question by 0909 JWI. He asked, Ola, why don't you use rolling backfire mode more often? Simple. I don't really see use for it often. And often being almost never. The only use for it is pretty, in my opinion, I might be wrong, is pretty much when you're being overtaken by someone, you use rolling backfire mode. But you could just as well use random fire, possibly, at that point. So, I prefer rolling front fire. That's my preferred fire mode. And it serves me well. So this is on to the last question. So there doesn't take a lot of questions for me to start answering questions. If there's like 5 questions, I'll answer it next week. It's that simple. So either way, Philip Leaf, or Lef, asked, Olaf, would you say that it is worth becoming a high enough level to craft your own souls? You're crafting your own snows, that's not high level. But souls, so ships of the line. I'm thinking about it because I would like to make my own Ingemanland, but I'm not even at level 1. By the way, I'm Commandeur Kaptein, 350 group, but only 12k from Flag Kaptein. Should I start crafting or becoming the highest level possible and then craft. I would say you should start crafting as soon as possible, because you can earn money by crafting the modules which crafters need. So just by crafting those modules, you gain levels. And the higher levels is useful for things like the crafting nodes. Like mid-grade needs level 15, and high grades need level 35. So just by the fact that you have those high level, it could become useful, even if you don't craft the ships. But you could get like discounts and such. And you can earn money by crafting parts. So I would say crafting is something which I would recommend to everyone. Since there is some money to be made in crafting for both the shipbuilders and I accidentally pressed that, and the guys that craft the materials for the ship. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I looked at the message on my phone. So yeah, I recommend crafting to everyone. Just the money aspect. Ka-ching, ching, ching. Yeah, every little point. And then you have some production buildings, and then you choose something to produce. Like carriages are in high demand. You produce carriages and you sell them to crafters. You can make money. At least in the Dutch nation. And at the very least, you get carriages which and you find out that there isn't really a business. You could always use those carriages in your own shipbuilding, and being able to craft your own ships doesn't hurt whatsoever. Of course, being a solo ship crafter means that things take quite long. Like a Santissima requires like 7,000 hours. That's a week's worth of crafting hours to craft all entirely on your own. And if I'm not wrong, that does not account for resources you need to get through production buildings, which there are some of. But, you know, if you're not in a hurry, you could like level up your own crafting, but you could always buy ships from others. And then eventually you'll get to the stage where you don't. You're at max level, you can just buy. You craft until you get to a point where you need a new ship, then you craft yourself a new ship. It doesn't have to be a for-profit organization. Just a for-yourself organization. That's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, that's all the questions. So if you have more questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Just post them below in the description. I mean in the comments. And I'll be happy to answer them. You can ask anything, I won't answer everything. And on one note, before I leave, leaving the important stuff till last, so that people will watch the entire thing. Evil money scheme, ha ha ha. The patch... The next patch will be probably between the 10th and 15th of April, I've heard. So next week is what I've heard. And that's what the devs are aiming for. So let's hope there's gonna be something really good in that patch. I'm not gonna reveal anything. I don't know if the devs have already stated officially what it is, but it's... I'll tell you this, it's gonna be pretty sweet. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you have more questions, comment section. If you have a guess for what the patch will contain, or if you have a link to where the devs outright said it, just post it in the description as well so that I can confirm it. But I'm not gonna say what it is, just for the suspense. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Let's get a little screening of this thing. With the flag, with the flag. Oh, there's no... Oh, we'll get a picture like this. Use that for the thumbnail. So either way, thank you all for watching. I'm sorry for not finishing this fight, but it's awfully slow. I don't want to waste everyone's time. You've still been able to watch this beauty. But yeah, I'm gonna end that episode here now. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.